your place on fire. Let's get higher. I'm gonna set your place on fire. Let's get higher. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. I'ma make it burn. 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 Get a little bit of gasoline.
Peekaboo. How's it going, everybody? Oh yeah. Grooving tonight. It's fantastic. I have to welcome everybody in the chat. Ooh. There we go. That sounds good. I'll make a fourth. Welcome. Biggie D. Biggie D. Welcome. Papa Brad. Nice to see you. Hope you're feeling better. Lots of love, man. And congratulations. I'm gonna move my webcam and keep leaning into it so I can move. Alright. Congratulations, Papa Brad, on getting your channel tag entered into a Heavy Metal Titan. So we played the latest build earlier today, and I stumbled across that on level 1-1. And also shout out to Brooklyn Menace. I also found your shout out level 3-3 steps. They might have hit yours in a place I didn't visit because under time constraints I had to go to my daughter's recital at school, which I never get to go to because I'm never on vacation during school hours. I'm usually at work, so that was lovely. And I'm going to spend some more time with Heavy Metal Titans and see if I can find that. And definitely, I'm going to screenshot and send it to you, that logo, so that's going to be nice. And yeah, man. This is the eve. You know, it feels like it's almost like Christmas. You know what I mean? And it feels like it's Christmas Eve. And you know, you feel all that anticipation and excitement of getting gifts under the tree the next morning. Remember that feeling? But in this case, it feels just a little different than that. But in a weird way, we are getting sort of a gift, right? They're not making any more of these cabinets. So what we have is a piece of history, if you will, gaming history. That'll always be there. I can't tell you how much I love this cabinet, guys. Like, no, the thing to do, do not accept the update on Metal Slug, because I was told if you say yes to it, it'll delete it off your console. It's sort of like a trap, if you will. My recommendation is don't play Metal Slug until after the tomorrow. But anyway, what I do is just don't accept the update, and you'll be able to play it. So just as long as you don't hit the wrong button when you select it, it'll be fine. So just don't update it. Cause I heard it through the grapevine. Oh yeah, baby. I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing, but we're gonna rewind the tape here. Gotta hit the repeat button on the OBS for any media files for that. So it's a 6.5-minute long track that I mixed together. So this is nice. Welcome everybody watching the stream. Yeah, so this is the eve before the game store shuts down. and who knows what's going to happen after tomorrow. In regards to the servers, how long we'll have online playability after the store shuts down. So yeah, if anybody wants to recommend a game and want to hop into an online match, we could do that. I also want to showcase some of my personal favorite games on this cabinet, what I like to call Nick's Picks, if you will. That has a nice ring to it, right? So yeah, that's what I kind of feel like I want to do tonight, and yeah, we'll see what happens. We're just winging it, man. Yeah, that is the talk of the town, Biggie D, of it being opened up tomorrow. Like I said, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Time will tell it. Time will reveal all, pretty much. Biggie D has a recommended game, everybody. If you haven't already purchased Azura Blaster on iiRcade, you can go do so now. I'm sure it's still on sale right up until tomorrow, discounted price. And I don't know what the me hack is, unless, oh yes, forgive me, abbreviations. Yes, I hear you, Brad. I've actually went through those games, and it's only Metal Slug that has that update. The other games are fine. I'm not too worried about removing my credit card info because I monitor my credit card, and if there's anything abnormal, and I've run through this problem before with vendors, all I do is go through, tell my credit card company these are the bogus charges. They do their investigation. They give me my money back plus the interest, you know, until it concludes, and then essentially I have to close that account and make a new one. I've done that twice. You know, it just happens. You know, it just happens out there. But I always get my money back, so it's fine. I don't think I feel the need to go and remove that information. But oh well. Yes, abbreviations, Brad. I haven't tried Flea. Yeah. I understand what you guys are saying. It couldn't hurt, and I probably will do it. I probably will do it probably a little bit later today or tomorrow. Kind of leaving it open, just in case. I feel like a last-minute purchase, if you will. I'm sure we're all going to have those. Right up until the last minute, there's probably going to be a group of that will go and buy. I'm sure of it. I'm sure as we creep closer to the deadline, any games you're on the fence, still, these people are going to wait right up to the last minute to buy some games. I'm sure. To turn off Wi-Fi. Yeah, I know. I watched P-Dub's video. It's pretty straightforward how to disconnect from Wi-Fi with these cabinets. I'm the type of person, like, I'll mess about with what can be available, what's available to you in settings and whatnot and things. Now I usually figure it out without needing instruction. But instruction videos never hurt. You know, sometimes it's very appreciated. So no, I kind of knew how to do that a long time ago, because I had the two cabinets and whatnot, and yeah, it was fun. Oh, I think right now my cabinet's hardwired. Right now I got it plugged into the Ethernet port. Yeah, I just have to disconnect from the network. Yeah, but yeah, it's just pretty straightforward. Yeah, I know, and you just have to. And I'm surrounded by other people's Wi-Fi, so it's easy to select another network and get myself off my own Wi-Fi. So that's not a problem. I'll be easy. Peter McNabb, that's a good question. Should you buy Once Upon a Time at Halloween? Yes, because this may be the only place you're going to be able to play it. I don't know if this game's available on other platforms. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if it is not on any other platform, this is going to be the only place you're going to be able to play it. It's a nice, fun, seasonal Halloween game. It's not a game that you're going to want to be playing all the time. It's something that you play seasonally, just like the Clauscraft and like the Christmas games. Like around Halloween for a month, maybe you play this on, or you put it on as a track mode on the game and have the theme, right? It is a really good game because if you like Root Beer Tap, see it's on the screen right now. Right? I had a good time playing it. I felt it could have been longer. It felt like it was short, but for the price that it was long and the correct length, game length. So, but In-City Games did a really good job on that one. The art style, the characters were drawn well, the animation was done well, the music was done well. Now the other critique is just what games are you into and what you enjoy. That's what it boils down to with that particular game. But as for everything else, he knocked it out of the park with that game, I would say. But yeah, I wish there was a different scoring mechanism with that game though, because the only way you get a high score in that game is at the end level. You kind of have to keep doing the root beer tapper thing over and over and over again, and then the game will say, hey, do you want to stop or continue for another so many ever whatever, and then you just have to stay in the level and keep hitting yes, continue, and just keep playing until you get the until you get bored or you lose all your lives essentially. So there is that element. There is a score chasing element to that game, Once Upon a Time at Halloween. But the gaming mechanic is you don't go for the high score until you're at the end of the game. Basically, all you got to do is get the point threshold, which is the points at the bottom. And as soon as you get like the first level 1200, you move to the next level, right? So that's how that game operates. You don't really go for a high score until later on in the end game. So it's a different game mechanic that way. So it allows you, I guess, it kind of allows you to enjoy the game. And then your reward is to score chase at the end. You can kind of look at it that way. It's an interesting concept. And who said we should get all the games? Well, all the In-City games were free. He did not make Once Upon a Time on Halloween free, but if you want the entire collection of In-City games on here, shoot the dev some money and buy the game. If not for appreciation, for giving you those other games for free, right? Pay it back, man. Or pay it forward. That's the word, And yeah, Longhead looks right. I'm like, there's so many games, not enough time to get into on this cabinet. We're gonna have a lot of fun going forward, continuing to show off these games with the HDMI out. This is gonna be nice. And thank you, Biggie D. I am happy to see my channel grow this fast. I think last year at this time I had 5 subscribers, and it just gradually grew slowly, and then boom, it just kind of blew up over the last month or so, and to this number, and that's pretty cool. It's a wild ride for that. I just kind of do this recreationally. I just like to come on and hang out, and if anybody wants to be a part of what I'm doing here, you're more than welcome to join. And yeah, because I just like to play games. I like to I don't know, I've always want. See, this boils back down. I'm gonna play the music again. This boils back down when I was a kid, and this is something I've had to learn to adapt to over time. It's just like I've always wanted to be number one. Always. When it came to video, like I played video games when I was 4, so like I had that mentality. It's like I got to try to get the top score. And a lot of that skill took a long time to develop over time. But I always find when I'd hang out with my friends and we'd play Nintendo and whatnot, very, very rarely could anybody that I played on any of those consoles in person could beat me. And it kind of stopped making it fun because and fun, not fun for them, because they just couldn't be like it was just bad. I couldn't really find gamers on my level. So God bless, they had a lot of single player games back in the day. Not too many local co-op games at home. Hey, Ritaldo. I think that's how I said that right? Nice. How are you doing? Alright. Let's keep the party going. Turn that down a smidge. Alright. I know. I got these up on my favorites because I want to try them later. Right? But that'll be awesome. I would recommend giving Tank Bash a try if you have it. Oh, Ritaldelo, nice. Excited for the Casinocade. And back to Tank Bash. I did go into it and I played the bot mode and whatnot. I see a game there that's got some great potential. I really hope they do finish it. I'm sure the guys over at Bash have their plans on how they're going to finish it. But I wouldn't mind going into it and giving it a quick review in its current state, and seeing what I think from that current state could this game turn into. But that's just my imagination that I'd like to share. So, but I don't want to get into these games now during this stream. But we will, because like I said, I want to go through some of my favorite games on here. And, pardon me. Yeah, I know that it's just the weather up here. Pollen and stuff like that, allergies. And yeah, and are we excited for the Casinocade? If they make the modifications from what we've seen, I think the screen needs to be bigger. I think on both of them. There's got to be a way to make that work. And I don't know if I'd want that many flashing. I hope there's a toggle to turn off the flashing lights that they have at the front, because you may not want them on all the time. I hope that there's an option for that, but who knows. But I think it'd be okay. It'll have its leaderboards and whatnot. It'll be good for people that are into those types of games, like they like to play the card games and the casino. And it'd probably be a good addition for an arcade. I was actually thinking about getting it, but I actually want to see some out in the wild, see some reviews first, and get a bunch of different opinions from different people, and see what we're dealing with here, because all we've seen is images and some video that that has been put out last year when they kind of unveiled them. That's kind of all I've seen. So we'll see, and that's if it even comes up here to Canada, because there's certain cabinets that didn't make its way up here, right? So I don't know what's going on with the future of that up here with attaining newer arcade 1-up products. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, um, what we got here in the chat? Hey, Kevgret, welcome to the chat. Just saw you pop in here. And no, the iiRcade isn't going on sale up here. There was a community member, forgive me if I don't remember call the name, but I did were seeing a post saying up here in Canada the brick was it the Retromania Wrestling cabinet is like $7.39 Canadian, and the Dragon's Lair is worth like $6.49 or something like that Canadian. So it's still up there. The OG edition, which is what I used to own, I picked that up from the brick, and that was I think $4.99 or $3.99 somewhere there. I can't remember which, but it was half the price essentially than those other cabinets. Peter McNabb, there's information floating around the community on how to do that. You just have to check with some of the community members and see if they've done that, and maybe they'll help you out there. I'm not gonna go ahead and do that myself here. So yeah, that's why I recommend you go and see if you can find another source. Let's see. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. That's a great point with maybe being the price drop on these cabinets. I think it's a little late for that, to be honest. For any price drop at retailers for these cabinets if they still have them. Maybe if the price drop will happen long after they shut down, so the ability to actually purchase games and put it on the store will not exist. But we'll have to see what Mystery Encoder does in the upcoming days. That might help those new owners that pick up those cabinets to possibly get some more games put on there. We'll see. Because yeah, that is a shame that you're gonna have these cabinets there and you can't put any games from the arcade store on there. You just have the preloaded games, so I'm told, when this is supposed to go down. But if anything, if you happen to snag one of these that's like dirt cheap, it never hurts to have it for spare parts. Never hurts it for spare parts, and not so much the motherboard, because once if that goes, you lost all that, right? And if you don't get that second one before this goes down, you can't really back it up. So there are community members that have multiple iiRcade cabinets, so that's essentially how they've backed up their games, because if one cabinet goes down, they have the other cabinet, right? Hindsight now, if you think about it, I kind of regret selling my original cabinet about a month or so ago. That would have been the way to back up my games and essentially have spare parts if I needed it for my gold cabinet, or hindsight's 2020, isn't it? My gosh, I wish I kind of would have known, like everybody else, what was going to happen. I knew they were slowing down. In hindsight, after they were unveiling their plans going forward, I kind of understand why they had to go the direction they were going, because it costs an arm and leg to manufacture these things, and I kind of have explained the reasons why I think that. But yeah, if you don't have investment dollars, you can't move forward. So this is where we are today, unfortunately. But I really enjoyed this product for the length of time that I have it, and continue to have it going forward. I can't. You know what? Give me this camera here. I can't stress this enough here. Got that Dead Cell marquee. Oh man, the speakers. I highly recommend you light it up. You light it up so you can see the beauty of those speakers, because if not, it's just a black void. So highly recommend doing something like that. And then we go down here. And then we got those nice Sanwa buttons here. Matching joystick colors. I kept some of the black to kind of match the color scheme. Player 1, player 2. And it's fantastic. And then we go down here. I know there's reflection, but that's this right here is that's Zhong's signature. Anyone who's got a gold edition probably has one of these. And yeah, such a beautiful cabinet. Oh, I gotta see. Look at the artwork there. Oh yeah, mean boss. Love that stuff. The glossy finish on this cabinet. Like the wood on this it's like IKEA furniture. Like it's solid. It's really good. I would say this cabinet is the highest quality build in my arcade right now out of all the machines. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Love it. I gotta get caught up in the chat. It's like a love fest here. Because we're reminiscing, man. It's the last hoorah, as the title of my video states. Yeah, the Casino Cade that we talked about the price. Absolutely. If the price of the Casino Cade is $600, and if we're talking American dollars, I'm out. You know, definitely out on that. Exchange rate. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that price would be that for that. I can't believe that, but in a way, maybe because of the monitors. You got 2 of them in there. Ugh. Things are getting so expensive in this economy nowadays. It's unfortunate. Here we go. What we got? Yeah, Peter McNabb. You got to get the games that are not online. Let me go. You know what? Let me pull up my games list here. Let's put some more music on here. Give it a nice little chill music, background music. There we go. Let's go into the all section, guys. Here we go. I know. I don't know. Steps, if you're watching, I will message you later. She's asking if her logo, if I've seen her logo in the game yet. I have not, and I will go back in the game. Like I said, I had to speed run through near the end of it, so I didn't really get to really see. Because I had to go. I had a time constraint, so I will revisit the game and see if I can locate that in Heavy Metal Titans. Absolutely, Steps. I will look for your logo. So back to the game list here, guys. These are what I have on my console and what I feel. And some of them, they're from doing the streams in yesteryear, if you will. Pardon me. But I'll go through these games really quick. I'm a pretty good fast scroller. And, you know, 60. I like beat 'em ups, so you got that. Alligator Hunt. You know, let's go by genre because that's probably better. Let's go here because it's a little bit shorter list, so I don't have to keep going down. So, for my action list, Bad Dudes. Played that in the arcade. Love it. I know I have it on my ad games, but I also have it on this. But it's pretty cool. Blood Brothers, must have. Bod Squad online play will still be available after the servers shut down, so make sure that's on there. You'll still have online capability with this game. Breakthrough, you can pass on that one. Brock the Investigator, it's one of the last games, right? Heavy Metal Titans is the last game, but this is one of the last games that was released on the arcade cabinet, so definitely pick this one up. Cabal, grab it. Doesn't hurt to have the Dark Seals on here. Definitely I have Double Dragons 1, 2, and 3. I got both the elevator actions. Fixate. Fright Night Legends, I have to revisit this. This thing is a very hard beat 'em up, and I gotta start learning the game mechanics a little bit better. Honestly, from what I see in this game, it shouldn't be as hard as I think it is. There's got to be a learning curve that I'm missing. but I'm gonna revisit it and see if I can find that learning curve, because I can't. None of us can get past any levels in this game. So, and we're not gonna get any updates to do anything. So we have to figure out what the developer intended us to do here to be successful without frustration. So we'll see. Gun Force 2, Heated Barrel. Knights and Guns, that's an indie game. I don't know if that you can play that anywhere else, so that's one of I picked that up a long time ago when I first got the cabinet. So that's one of the things I'd like wanted this cabinet to be, is like a lot of indie games on here. Knuckle Bash, Kung Fu Master, that was the free game everybody got. Mayhem Brawler is a must. If you do not own this, own this. It is one of the most satisfying beat 'em ups I've ever played in my video game history, and that's saying a lot. Definitely get Mayhem Brawler, please. All right, definitely we'll revisit that later. Night Slashers, another good beat 'em up. Ninja Baseball Batman, another great beat 'em up. Ninja Spirit, I kind of bought that for score chasing, but it's okay. It's okay. Never played it before, but I only played it on here first. But yeah, it's all right for what it is. Keep going. Outzone, Rastan. I don't know if I want to get the complete saga on here. On the fence, kind of maybe waiting up to the last moment before they shut the store to me before I make my final purchase. Sayu Go Maruku, I think I said that right. We'll see. Secret Agent, I bought this a long time because I had nostalgia for this, right? And I played this game in the arcade, and it was pretty cool. I definitely picked up Combat Tribes the other day, and then in-city games, UFC Leagues. I bought that when it came out on iiRcade, did a nice review on it, and it broke the game down, showed you how to get through it. And definitely, thank you in-city games for making these games free so everybody can try them. Thank you. And definitely get Lode Runner Legacy, Heroes of Loot. Definitely get those. Then we go down to Alligator Hunt Battle. That was given for free. Bonanza Brothers, Burger Time. Definitely get Clawscraft for sure. Congo Bongo, Diver Boy, Dota Dodo for sure. Make sure that is on this cabinet. Dota Dodo. I do have one of the Dolings. I just got the one Dragon's Lair. I'm probably not going to get the other two. The game is cool, but it's not my cup of tea. Keep going. Emoji Music. I'll say that 3 times fast. Escape from Popo. I bought that when it came out. I still need to spend some time with it. I did get the update for this, so hopefully it's a little bit easier for like the first couple levels. We all know what we're talking about. Definitely we know what that is, and that definitely Galacticon. Get that. Actually, that is one of the, like, you will really enjoy this game. I can't stress that enough. This is a really fun game. Like, oh boy, man, they did so much right with this game. They did so much right. You'll start playing this, and you'll be hooked, and you will not want to walk away from your machine because you're gonna get so into this game. It is a lot of fun. And then obviously, haven't tried it, but In-City Games gave that one for free. Same with Longhead. Moon Patrol. If you're into this game, I do recommend it. I found this one very challenging, entertaining, and very nice score chaser. Looks very simple, but hard to master. Really fun game. Definitely we talked about Once Upon a Time on Halloween. Great game. Obviously, for obvious reasons, why you want to have this game on this cabinet. Definitely have Zhong Pong, if nothing else, as a reminder of Michael, right? Nice, festive game. In-City Games, thank you. Saturn, and it was free to begin with, so you just have to have this one on your system. It's a must. I got both the Snow Brothers. Spin Master, Sub Octo. I did pick up. Pardon me, back up. I did pick up Super Burger Time today, just so I have Burger Time and Super Burger Time on here. Super Pan. Then we know what that is. That was the free game. I got the Toad Jam and Earl, Twin Brats, Ultra Mission that was given today. Obviously, this is one of my favorites. Part of Nick's picks. If you do not have Wizard of Walls, you're gonna miss out. Get this game on your cabinet. It plays very well on this cabinet. You'll have a lot of fun with this cabinet. It's got local co-op, so you can use both of the controls here. Right, just put the money down on this one. Every iiRcade owner should have this on their system. It's a must. Oh yeah, Mike EJ says he passed on Looper. Looper's a game that looks simple but hard to master. I still haven't spent enough time to get good at that game. Well, you don't want to leave any games off like that, especially if they were free to begin with. What's the harm? You still have tons of hard disk space on the cabinet. The more the merrier, right? That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion, but I can see why you wouldn't want that, because it's just another thing on there to scroll through the menus. I agree with the user interface. Sometimes can be hard to navigate through depending on what you're doing here. Coleco, I didn't buy too many Coleco, but I bought ones that I thought I would enjoy. Definitely Frenzy. That gives me nostalgia for Berserk for Atari 2600. I played a lot of that when I was a kid, when I had my Atari. Jungle Hunt, I really wish we would have got the actual arcade port for this. It was a great game in the arcade. This is not the same as the arcade port. They tried, but it doesn't have the same feel. I was kind of disappointed in this one, but it is what it is. I passed the half-hour refund window. Mecha 8 is a must-buy. I really enjoyed this one, and I beat it on multiple difficulty levels. Mecha 9, I tried it out. This one's frustrating because you get all the way through the game, and the game's not fair on the end boss. Even if you get to it with some power-ups and full health and whatnot, because your special in this game just slows time down. It's not like a powerful attack to drain the boss's HP. And the boss is relentless. Doesn't really give you much room to maneuver. You're taking hits constantly. I would pass on that one for that reason, because I haven't even beat the darn thing yet. I played all the way and on the basic difficulty, and I can't even beat it. So, yeah, so I'll pass on Mecha 9. It's not necessary to continue on the story, really. But Mecha 8's good. Definitely get that. Absolutely. And then we got Mountain King here. Gonna try that a little bit later. Oil's Well. This one's a little tricky. I gotta spend more time with it to really learn the game mechanics, because it's not apparent right off the start, because it's a unique game, and that's the problem with unique games. When you throw an entirely new concept at the player that no one's familiar with, it's upon you to kind of explain to the player how to play your game at that point. You got to give them some direction. This game, I probably have to look up this game and see how it's played to give me the direction on how to play it. Like, obviously the direction how to play it, because it's confusing how to be successful in this game based on how it's laid out. But anyway, we're going to move on. Yeah, so it's Coleco, Dead Effect 2. Definitely get this, because it's the only first-person shooter on the cabinet. Why not? Then when we go here, we got definitely for fighters. We got Breaker's Revenge here. Dragon Master is the free game that comes with it. And what we got here, Karnov's Revenge afterwards here. And that's the fighting games I have right now. I might get Rage of the Dragons before the store closes, but we'll see. I had my eye on that one, but we'll see. Jukebox, Light Gun, definitely get the Light Gun games. Even if you're an OG owner, if you're planning on getting the GRS upgrade, definitely pick these up. The gameplay is really plays smooth, especially with the Sindens. I've got one and I played it with it. It plays really good. Definitely pick it up. I prefer Thunderbolt over Wolf. If you only wanted one over the other, go for Thunderbolt. It gives you a chance to actually beat the game. And but Operation Wolf is like a quarter muncher. But why not have one without the other? So, all right, guys. I just gotta. Ooh. Oh boy, I love that. In my ear. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I love it. Alright, let's say hello to the chat. I gotta get caught up in the chat. I know I've been talking for a while. We're at Light Gun games now on my cabinet, so here we go. Oh, baby. Oh, Carl, I didn't see you come in. How you doing? Alright, beautiful. Be nice to Canada. Yeah, I know. Guys, I'm so far behind in the chat. I'm gonna try to scroll through here. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. Alright, I'm reading past Kevgret's restoring the his arcade collection. Well done. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go listen to Glenn on the replay to get some more information, and it's great. Yeah, 10-yard fight. Yeah, that's fun. I played that on the Nintendo Entertainment System, so it's a learning curve to play the actual arcade version. It's not quite the same, not as easy, pretty much. Because I had an expected difficulty level in my head from the last time I played it. So when I actually played the arcade version, it kind of threw me off. So I'm just like, okay, I gotta kind of relearn a game I kind of know, but I don't know. You know what I mean? It's its own version. And yeah, Kevgret, yeah, Fright Night is I have to figure out how you do it successfully. You got to get me some time to spend some time with it. But I think it might be a good beat 'em up. But you just have to figure out what the developer intends us to do to be successful. There's got to be a path that makes it like it's easy. You know what I mean? There's always got to be a path of least resistance in every game, and you just have to find that. And like I said, that game might be the only version of that game, right? It might not be in any other platform, so why not get it and have it? All right. And then there we go. Oh, did I just get a shout out from Glenn from Heavy Metal Titans? Well, God bless that man. He didn't have to do that. We have a little bit of fun banter back and forth over the last couple days since I slayed his dragon on Heavy Metal Titans. So it's almost like we're having like a back and forth kind of banter, and it's like he's the arch nemesis, and Nyx has slayed the dragon, but the dragon's fine. He's not slain. He's recovering, until next time, to be continued. Yes, we'll have to see what happens there. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. And Glenn, I'm definitely excited to get the GRS control panel. Got my pre-order in about a week or so ago. Shortly after that went live, and so I'm definitely looking forward to the journey with this cabinet to make it the ultimate arcade experience. Let's just face it, because I'm happy with how it overall looks. If I can really upgrade it to get it to, like I said, whether to get it to be like an At Games product. If I can make it like that, I'm probably going to sell my At Games Legends Ultimate, to be honest. Because I won't feel the need to have this, or have that when I have this, you know what I mean? does it just as, and it'll free up space because that 8 games Legends Ultimate's pretty wide. Even if I got the mini, like if I can't have two cabinets that kind of do the same thing, you know what I mean? Um, just kind of weird. Um, yeah, I know, but that was one of the reasons, Carlo. And I agree about it wasn't easy to get to know when users were online playing any given game at any given time. The only way you would find out is actually going in, like we all know, to see if anybody's got a room in created. And hearing stories of people like putting themselves in a room and waiting like 40 minutes, just walking away from their cabinet, seeing if anyone will pop in. Yeah, that's what kind of hurt the online. Like, I know it was in alpha, but it should have been there should have been more to it for alpha. At least we should have been able to see if our friends are online or something, some way, or any users were online, because if we would have had that, it would have been we would have had more online experience, I think. Um, yeah, you're not getting rid of your at games legend stuff. I'm just kind of contemplating it right now. Um, I have lots of time. Um, to think about it because that GRS control panel is not coming out anytime soon, and then we have to wait for his SBC upgrade. So I don't know if they're going to be available simultaneously, um, or he's going to finish the production run of the GRS cabinets and then start a production run on those SBC um, product that he's going to do. But that you'll have to talk to Glenn about that one. Just that's just kind of what I think based on what the information that's out there. So, all right, I think we're all caught up. I finally got caught up. Thank you guys. My gosh. All right, here we go. Platformers now. We got Awakened Evil, Dandra, Dead Cells. Those two must grabs. Free game. Kunai, grab it. That's a good game. Matsumune Revenge, definitely Oddmar. I haven't played it. Everybody's talking about it, I'm sure, and I just picked it up. I'm going to try it. Powers of Hex, Rising Hell, decent game. Why not? Put it on there. Super Perils of Baking. I don't know if you can play this anywhere else, but Papa Brad gave an excellent review and gameplay video on this. And I've been on the fence with this one, so I'm just like, you know what, let's pick it up before it's gone. Then Toki, that's a nice, good IRM game. I think I've got the entire IRM collection that iiRcade put out, so that's on my cabinet. Blockin', Magical Drop 3, Grab 3 if anything. I think that's probably like the best one. That was free, given to us free, then we know what that is. That's an interesting one. I bought that just to try it out long time ago. That's the free game. I bought these just to try them out. Beach Buddy Racing, Rally Bike. Yeah, not a lot of racing on here, but definitely make sure you have Riptide Renegade, because that's still going strong with the online. So definitely, that's a staple. If you do not have this, grab it. Then there's that one. That's actually a new category. You know what I mean? This game. That's kind of cool. Then you've got Shooter. Andrew Dunos, Battle Chopper, Exerion, definitely Galaxy City Champions. I know it's available on other platforms, but it's pretty cool on this machine. Definitely get it on here. Gunbird, Hybroxia 2, get some of the R-Type games on there. You know what? I might pick up R-Type 2 just to get the collection on here. No, because now that collection seems like it's incomplete. I'm gonna have to go back on the store and get that game. That's another modern game, Rigid Force Redo. Definitely put that one on here. And then you got some of your retro ones on here. Space Invaders. Got to pick it up. It is the unique version, exclusively to iiRcade. You're not going to play this version anywhere else but this system. This is your last opportunity to pick this up. And you'll never be able to play this game ever again, for sure. Definitely pick this one up. This one's good. Good soundtrack. Pick this one up to as a nice partner with the original Space Invaders. Stormblades, good shooter. Game Paradise, queued 'em up. Tiger Heli, Truxton 2. Maybe I'll get Truxton 1 to complete it. Because it kind of, I don't know. We'll see. I got a lot of thinking to do. Then we got our sports. The Bash Bowling is good. Best Bout Boxing. Casino Golf. I haven't tried these ones. In-city games. Heavy Smash is decent. We played that on the Friday Night Arcade show. I enjoyed that one. Definitely, everybody pick this golf game up. It is really good, and we will be able to do a lot with it, with competitions and stuff like that. Post your screenshotted scores and stuff like that. We could do golf tournament. Like, we can still do stuff, even though the online's gone with this thing. Quotation mark. I'm sure Mr. Encoder will figure that out because I've heard that through the grapevines too. That's nostalgia for me. Matt Mania, Retro Mania Wrestling, definitely get it on this cabinet. Then that's the free game. Stadium Heroes, if you like baseball, it's a good baseball game. Get it. Street Hoops. This is probably better than the other basketball games. If you're gonna get any basketball game on this, get this one. Then Windjammers, and then back to settings. So those are all. That's my entire library on the iiRcade cabinet. So I think I'm satisfied with what I got on here already. To say this the final farewell, if you will. Yeah, this is fantastic, guys. I gotta refresh my chat. Alright, here we go. Yeah, tire background of ALU cabs. Yeah, At Games Prep is good. I do enjoy the product. But like I said, it'd be more of a space saving issue for me. I wouldn't mind parting with the At Games Legends dolls, but just to save that space. But I'm gonna have to keep the pinball. I really enjoy the At Games Legends pinball. I love it. All right, let's turn up some volume here. Oh, I'm sorry about the whooshing. But you know what? I'm gonna turn the volume down until I pick a game, so we don't hear the whoosh. Let's see where we want to go. Where do we want to go here? You know what? I want to play that I haven't played in a while. And I'm just gonna play casually. I'm not gonna play like going for a high score. I'm just gonna play for till I die, or maybe not till I die, but I'll play for whatever until I feel like I want to switch a game or something, just to show off the game, because I don't want to like just play a game for like half an hour. I want to play a few that I think need to be showcased. We're gonna do that game, guys, and we're gonna kill the tunes here for a moment, and we're gonna load her up. Turn up the volume here. All right, here we go. Absolutely, guys. I haven't checked the leaderboard in a while. I know I got bumped off number 1 a long time ago. It's hard to keep up with all the leaderboards, guys. It really is. Oh, there you go. EMB96 has got to level 85. Well, he's been a busy boy. Yeah. Got my work cut out for me, don't I? Man, I've been away from this game too long. But yeah, MCAP, CP Fluid, what's going on? Where have you been on this game? You guys are still down there. I don't know who these no-name guys are, but then you got UF Gator. So that's nice top of the leaderboard here. Let's keep going down. Oh, Sacro, there you are. I see some familiar names here. Oh, Kevgrad, I see you down there. Alex, which is Ichabod. Tim's Tiny Arcade, Brooklyn Menace. Sir Sega. Tim's Tiny Arcade, again, a second time. Oh, yeah. Seeing a lot of familiar names here. As we go down the list, we're all the way down to 60. Oh, there's Papa Brad. And there's my name again. That was on my second cabinet. It's still on the leaderboard here at round 9. And that's where forever remain. Oh, Brooklyn Menace again way down there. Yeah, he's got the same thing, multiple cabinets. Oh, absolutely. Oh, wow. We're all the way down into the 70s. Oh, my gosh. I think the leaderboard goes to 100. Glenn's Retro Show, right on. He's busy doing his stream right now. Oh, you're one of the no-names, Omega Fourth? Well, well done, because those no-names are at the top. That's nice. Oh, Papa Brad, you're one of the no-names. Of course you're gonna say that. Yeah, I do support At Games products, but it's just like I said. If they're gonna turn this iiRcade into that, it's just this is smaller, and it's gonna have like the spinner and trackball all here in a smaller form. These are probably what's gonna affect my decision whether or not to get rid of the At Games Legends Ultimate, which is a shame, but you know it happens, right? Sometimes you have to move on from some stuff, like my Mortal Kombat 2 Legacy cabinet, and my Street Fighter 2 Legacy cabinet. Like I had it for a while, and I just moved on from it and got something else. It just happens. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss the leaderboards and how that brought us together. Yeah, it's gonna be a sad day when all these get wiped. Let's get rid of this. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Okay, that should be good audio level. Sorry about that. If you're a fan of Wizard of War, back in the day, see, I'm gonna play casually here. I will die. Not gonna try. But yeah, if you're a fan of Wizard of Walls, I keep misspeaking. Wizard of War, you will get immense enjoyment out of this game. I would say they took Wizard of War and perfected it with this game. They perfected it. My own fault. I could have waited to spawn in there. Alright, here we go. So definitely the key to this game is to pick these power-ups. This makes me move faster, the blue ones. They'll keep generating as long as you keep picking them up. You can only have 2 of these power-ups on the map at one time, so the longer you don't pick it up, that's just not beneficial to you, because you won't get any more until you pick those up. So if you want to upgrade your character, each round you gotta go and get that stuff. And the goal is to try to get yourself faster to move around so you don't get caught, as well as to speed up your rate of fire, which is the orange. So once you get your fire rate up, just find a nice spot and just wait for these guys just to walk into you. That's usually the strategy I use. Eventually they'll come to you. But also it doesn't hurt to pick these up, because points are points, right? The point values will increase later on in the game. But this is a nice score chasing fun game that can be played co-op. That has friendly fire in the co-op, so you can you can be you got to be careful in that mode. You don't shoot your co-op partner. All right, so I just wanted to show that part of the game. Like I said, like definitely pick that one up. You got to have that one. If you don't have that one, you're going to be missing out, and you're going to have regrets essentially for that. Oh my gosh, that's a must. I can't stress that enough. Good game, good game. Gotta get that one. No, seriously. I've played both. I played both. Wizard of War game can be really short. It gets insanely fast, and it's a very short-lived enjoyment you get out of that game because of that. It's not as easy as it appears to be at times with Wizard of War. I would say Wizard of Walls is more approachable, and then it ramps up the difficulty level, and by the end of it, it feels like you've accomplished something. You know what I mean? Like, I can't believe I scored the score I did on that one, and then you've got EMB, who scored his score and got to level 85. Like, that's a great accomplishment right there. But I do see why Wizard of Wall is good because it's more arcadey because of the short play. Like, you can keep getting more replayability out of that. Like, when you get that good at Wizard of Walls, and you get that, it's daunting to try to go back to it to try to do a better score. Right? Sometimes that's the bad thing about getting high scores and stuff in games, because then you end up ruining the game for yourself. Right? If that makes any sense. Like I haven't gone back to Space Invaders since like last year in the fall. Reason being is I know how daunting the task is to sit there to get back to where I was when I left off at 110,000 points. That took an hour and 40 minutes of me sitting here playing the same level over and over and over and over and over and over. It's not easy to do that. I had to listen to music and stuff like that that changed it up, kept me kind of engaged, so I didn't fall asleep, because eventually you do start getting bored, and then you have to kind of snap yourself out of that boredom because you want to go for that high score. There's so much that goes into it, for that particular game, but nevertheless, it's a game you must have on your cabinet. Space Invaders. Please pick that one up. Now that I'm talking about Space Invaders so much, let's show that one off. That should be under my favorites list, should be. Huh. Here we are. Nice, beautiful title logo at the start. Oh yeah, the cutscene. So yeah, Wizard of Walls is on other platforms. I really don't know outside consoles and stuff. I'm sure it's on Steam. I don't have a Steam account and stuff, but I'm sure all this stuff. Some of these games are out there. I got to get a Steam account. I keep saying that. But yeah, here's Space Invaders. Right here, and they did a good job here with the color mode, black and white, classic color. Then you've got your backdrop options, to have the moon in the background, and then you can choose to have a bezel or no bezel. I like to have no bezel. It's better on the eyes because it's bright. It's nice to have this dark so your focus is on the gameplay, if that makes sense. So that's how I prefer to play it. I don't like playing in the color mode, me personally. I do prefer to play it. I play it black and white or classic. Right now, we set to classic right now, so we go in. Um, I like I said, I did all my high score run and all that stuff on my OG cabinet, which is gone. Um, so the owner of that cabinet um, has a Nix cabinet where I did all that. He's got the cabinet where I actually did the 110,000 point run. So he's got a special cabinet there because it belonged to me. um, and I accomplished that feat, which is fantastic. So this is why my scoreboard's 0000 on this machine. Haven't really played Space Invaders on it. It's gonna feel different because the joystick is different on the OG cabinet of this. But like I said, I haven't even played it on this one yet. But let's put a quarter in and let's just play. I'm not gonna try for anything. I'm just gonna play leisurely. I'm not gonna do my strategy. I'm just gonna shoot for fun. Okay. Oh, this gameplay is very smooth. It's very smooth. Christ, I forgot how smooth this is. It's a breath of fresh air because I haven't seen it run in months. But yeah, it's like pixel perfect. It's got the good sound. Oh, I died. But definitely really fun version of Space Invaders that you know, you have your friends over and whatnot. You can have little competitions on the weekend and stuff like that. You can get the highest score on Space Invaders, all that stuff. That's one of the beauty things about these arcade machines is they have a lot of nice simple games that don't require a lot of skill, and sometimes they're short gameplays, and you can rotate the players and have a good time. Now those were the days, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's finish this level out before we'll select another game. But this is one of a must-buy on this cabinet. Like I said, you are not going to play this game like this anywhere else. This is its own unique version, built from the ground up, under license from Taito. So yeah, we're all going to be very lucky to have a rare video game on our cabinets. Not available anywhere else. For now, who knows what the future's going to bring? I don't know. The hacking and whatnot, I have no idea. We'll see. Let's get back to the chat here. Yeah, the fun stream, the vibe and energy is out of control here, Stone Cold. Yeah, it is a good vibe here. I'm happy that everybody's joining. Appreciate you popping in. Cause yeah, this is the eve. This is the eve before the day. Like I said before earlier in the stream, it's like Christmas, right? It's like Christmas Eve, and it's almost like you want to stay up late, but I can't. I gotta get some sleep. After just being up and doing all these streams and you know, it's been a lot of fun over the last few days. I've been enjoying my vacation. I'm doing more streams right now. I'm going to try to continue to do that next week when I go back to work. Well, we'll see how it is when I get back to the grind. Work is exhausting some days, and it's hard to be in the mood to come online sometimes and then have that that energy level you need. You know what I mean? And then Space Invaders, absolutely. I think we all agree, very well done. And I think, Peter, your messages were heard because, as you can see, the score is set to 00000, and now it's 9440. So that's great that's done. I'm gonna see if I can roll the scoreboard over a fourth time in the future. What I'll do, guys, if you guys want to see another Space Invader stream of me doing something like that, I don't mind doing that, but I'll have to prepare for it, and one of the things I got to do is I got to get reacquainted with the game and my strategy and just get all the timing and everything back because I've been so far away from this game that I essentially have to relearn all that again. It shouldn't take long, but yeah, it happens with some games. Like you just have to get that feel back, right? Um, all right, absolutely. I love it. All right, definitely. We're gonna go and check another game out, guys. Absolutely. Oh, I'm trying to find my Mies on my screen here. There we go. We got the Mies. We got the Mies. And here we go. Absolutely. Ah, la 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 la. Ah, da 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 da. Absolutely. And there, that's how easy that is, guys. Um, yeah, I tried. I just had to do a few clicks there, and yeah. All right, let's get back to it. All right. See, that's how that's done. So, all right. This is why I keep an eye on you guys, right? All right. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right. So what game? What game should I play next, guys? That's part of my next picks. Hmm. Oh God, what is one of my nice favorite games that I've played? God, I'm gonna have to go into recents because that's usually a good place to start. So what's in my recents? Okay. Yep. I'm gonna show this game off. Absolutely. Have to. Have to. I talked it up earlier. Yeah, I know. I experienced the crackling on the speakers too with the OG cabinet. It is where the amp is placed. It is kind of annoying when you're in the user interface, but once you get into the game, it's not so bad. You know, I know. It was a bad design to begin with. I agree. Mayhem ruined the other beat 'em ups. Yes, Mayhem Brawler really is the pardon me. That is a little loud. I'm gonna turn that back down. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check my volume level. Okay, yeah. I would agree Mayhem Brawler kind of is just the standout beat 'em up on the iiRcade. It just kind of it's the best beat 'em up on the iiRcade. Um I know it spoils you because I can't play any other beat 'em up unless it has sort of like a combo system now. Just playing those ones where um, Double Dragon's still good to play. That's a timeless classic. But you know what? You know it's the type of beat 'em ups that are kind of less than Double Dragon. You know what I mean? Like a little simple punch kick, jump kick. Not done very well. Mediocre beat 'em up. I know there's a few like I did play oh, what game was that called? Knuckle Bash. Um it was okay. Um I wouldn't buy it again. But I have it on my system now. Night Slashers is good. That's a good beat 'em up to get. And that's also seasonal too. Halloween time, you have another like a Halloween scary type game on your system to play during that season. So that's a good one to get as a beat 'em up. I heard Ninja Kids is very good too. I don't have it on this system, but I heard that's pretty good. No, Milwaukee, Madsen, I don't think you're gonna get that replacement amp. I think they're doing the best to get to source the parts that they have and to get it out to the customers. But you know, pretty much, you know what? Yeah, let's just say no, because once the trustee takes over, yeah, customer service is done. Like you're not getting anything. Any customer service related thing probably would have been wrapped up by now, and that's probably why they stopped responding to customer service emails. Like I heard a lot of people say they were stopping, not getting a response from customer service. I would probably imagine around that time was probably a cutoff for dealing with any more customer service issues, and whatever they have on in their queue, they'll probably try to fulfill what they can, and this would be my guess. It makes sense to me that way. So yeah, but I'm sure there'll be workarounds. I'm sure the modders will help the community fix this crackle problem. I'm sure with the amp and make a video on how that can be done. Yeah, the door's going to be wide open soon, and there's going to be a bunch of different videos popping up of do this to your iiRcade, that do this to and do that to your iiRcade videos. That's what's going to be coming in the upcoming days and next week. So, and then in the upcoming months when they really deep dive into this thing and really see what they can do with it. So keep our eyes and ears posted for all that stuff. And yeah, it's fantastic. Let's get back to the game. Show this off.
Ready, player one.
So this game plays like Defender. So the object to score high on this is you have to get these alien creatures and then like pair them up. They have names, but I'm just gonna you know, for the purposes we're just gonna keep it simple. So you collect these dudes and you drop them into the base here, right? The more you can carry at one time and drop in, the more points you get. You can do it one at a time, but you get less, 500 points like that, let's say. The reason why you want to sort them and keep them all the same color is you get mega bonus points at the end of each level. Also, the red and the blue don't get along, so if you kind of match them in the same ship here, whoever's outnumbered, the thinnest number gets executed at the end of every level, and then you miss out on bonus points. So you go up and down, and the level design changes from level to level. So after this level, there'll be a new level design. So it throws that at you every level. Changes up the gameplay, makes it different. Not stale, and it keeps it fresh. This does have an auto fire, so you don't have to hold the button down. You can just set the auto. I'll hit the auto button now. See, now that's auto. There is a fly button like this, but you can just play this game with a joystick, and just maneuver like this. And then with the auto fire, you pretty much, yeah, you can just play this with just the joystick. So it's very accessible to everybody. This game, anybody can play this game, essentially. So that's another amazing thing, the quality that this game has. Like I said, the gameplay speaks for itself. It's very awesome. So I'm just gonna fill up the rest of this here, so we can just see the next section, and then ooh, almost running out of time. Almost running out of time. There we go. And then we have to go up before the time runs out. And I'm going to turn that off. So this is the bonus level. And every level here, to get bonus points, there's a gimmick. Now I've actually already ruined it. You're supposed to traverse this without shooting anything. Maneuvering and just collecting the gems. See how you're getting the points. So the risk reward is here. You gotta stick your neck out sometimes and try to maneuver around these boulders. Usually the secret will appear right where I just died. And you get extra bonus points. And then here's your screen at the end, like I told you. The gray people are neutral. But you see how you get less bonus points because I didn't match all 4. I got 10,000 less bonus points. So the scoring system, I think, is fair, based on what you have to do to achieve those 20,000 points. You do have to put a little bit of work in. The game everything is designed very well with this game, and it's like I said, it's a must-have. And after playing it, you'll see why. Especially if you're a fan of Defender, it's got and Joust. It's kind of got a mixture of both. It has a feel of both, and both of those work together. And this is what we have, and it's great. All right, let's see. Back to the chat. Oh, did my phone die? Yes, it did. I can't see the chat. Oh, actually, never mind. I got my computer with the chat open. Never mind. See, backup plan. Backup plan. Smart guy. All right. All right, let's go back out here. Yeah, Milwaukee Seed, I'm glad I'm playing this. You said you thought you purchased this game, but you checked and somehow you hadn't. I could have missed it. And you're buying it right now. Oh. Well done. Definitely. You will enjoy this. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And you're welcome. You're welcome. If I'm glad we caught that. So it was meant to be, right? Good stuff. Let's see. Either replaced. Okay, we talked about the crackling of the speakers. Yeah, absolutely. All right. What else we got down here in my favorites list? How long have I been streaming for one? Okay, an hour and a half. What time? Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock, guys. Wow. We're gonna wrap this up soon because yeah, I gotta get some sleep. Oh God, guys. We all know I would love to show Mayhem Umbrella. I know. Everybody's got to have that one. We don't need to show Mayhem Umbrella. That's a Nick's Picks game. I'm definitely going to revisit this game and make more streams. And I would love to actually do multiple playthroughs with each of the characters and see what magic we can pull off with the combo system. And make the game very entertaining. Like, that's the one thing I like about playing this game. You can make this game very entertaining to watch. All depending on what you do with the controls. That's what really that's how I took a shine to this game. It's just this is a beat 'em up game done extremely well, and it sets a bar. I think it just checks all the boxes. I love it. Definitely get that one. Hey, Mikey J, how's it going? Good evening, buddy. You picked up Heated Barrel today. Well done. That is a nice, fun game and a nice compliment to Blood Brothers. That's on here. Another cowboy game. That's also a Nick's Picks. I loved that and Cabal. Those are one of my favorite arcade games of yesteryear. We all know we all know Elevator Action, Double Dragon. I already did a stream on a few weeks ago on Brock the Investigator, doing initial gameplay impression. So I played just the first little bit of it. If you're interested in Brock the Investigator, go check out my my other video on it to see if you're interested in a game like this. This game I will revisit, but it's going to be a game for me. I don't know if it's a game anyone would be interested in watching me stream and making like a series out of. because I don't know how long it takes to get through, and stuff like that. But it's a really good mixture of a point and click investigative type game, which kind of adds a beat 'em up element to it in the sections in the story where it'll change from investigating, and then you'll actually have to play like a beat 'em up type game with the beat 'em up controls. It's a nice, interesting combination of genres. Um, and yeah, my interest is piqued because you don't really see that out there. And I've played both the types of games, and I did play the first impression of it. I think it's got a potential to grow on me. I think at the start of the game feels like it's a little too slow. At the start, it shouldn't take that long for the game to kind of ramp up the way it has. Um, it's I guess it really slowly teaches the game as you play it, and it really focuses. I would say it focuses more on this the point and click searching at first, and I'm sure the beat 'em up gets more intense as we get on in the game. Like I said, it was just the first impressions, but if it does get more intense with the beat 'em up portion of the game, I think this game is going to be really good. If I'm going to revisit and spend more time with it and see if that is the case, but I really am very intrigued at the concept of the genre combining. Very, very intrigued, and so far with the story of this game, it was written well. So far from what I've heard of the story, um, lots of Easter eggs and stuff like that, secrets and stuff. Um, already, or even at the beginning of the game, there's secrets and stuff to find. So definitely pick this one up, because I don't know if it's available on other platforms, and it's a nice, decent, relaxing game to play on here. So I definitely recommend it. Um, what about Trigger Dungeon? I don't have Trigger Dungeon on my machine. Um, pardon me. I do have Shredder's Revenge on Nintendo Switch. Um, I love that. Tesla Grad, I don't have that one. I forget the amount. I forget the amount of games I have on here. My number's up there. My phone's charging, so I won't be able to check the store. But God, I probably gotta be up there with you, with 78 or more. It feels like I got around that number. Um, one of the reasons why I'm not getting those old school shoot 'em ups is because I have these games on my At Games Legends Ultimate, right? Why spend money when I don't need to? When I have those games over there, and I'm not interested in having all those shoot 'em ups on my cabinet because I don't feel like I want to stream them. I don't know. Um, Aces of Luftwaffe. I seen gameplay on that. I'd pick that one up. Um, and then the reason I'm not like those like because all the other older ones like Sky Shirt those are very, very similar. It's like you play one, you play them all type thing. Um, but that's just me. Like you might want the entire shoot 'em up collection on your cabinet, right? Um, if that's the case, definitely go pick all that stuff up. If you're definitely like I'm into shoot 'em ups too, right? It's just there's certain reasons why I don't want to buy certain shoot 'em ups because I have access to it elsewhere, and plus with the amount of games that I own, um, I'm gonna spend this money and then I'm not gonna play the game. I've run into that with a lot of games. It started happening years ago. I still have games, and I'm sure you guys will still have games wrapped in their plastic still that you bought at launch, and it's still sitting in the plastic 10 years later. You got this huge video game backlog. It's the struggle is real. So I just feel like I don't know if I'd put time into it that's kind of one of the reasons why the certain games that I don't have on my system is I just don't feel like I would have the time to put into it. When I want to put my time into other things, you know what I'm saying? But that's the one good thing, guys. Like right now would be the best thing to try these games and refund them with the a half-hour window, because that still exists, the half-hour refund window. So I would recommend, if you are on the fence on just certain any titles, definitely try them out. You've got that half-hour window, and refund it immediately before that window expires. And specifically before tomorrow night. I believe at 7 p.m. Eastern was the time that the store will shut down. So you have to 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow to make your final purchases. Really don't wait till the very last minute. Plan ahead and make sure you are at peace with what's going to be on your cabinet when everything gets finalized. So yeah. Yeah, Ragnarok. So it all depends on what you're comfortable playing. Like some games like that, like you're saying, seem busy. Sometimes that bothers people's eyes because it's too much action. You know what I mean? It's sensory overload in some cases. I personally don't have that one because of the sensory overload. It's too much. That's too much. There's too much going on. That's not for me. I think with that particular game they went overboard with that. You got to find that right balance. You know what I mean? Because it's hard to track everything when it gets overboard. You know what I mean? Your brain kind of just like ah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, R-Type collection I do have on my system. Ninja Baseball Batman. I love baseball, so it's got to go on there. And that's to complement the Stadium 96. So I got a couple baseball themed games on here when it's during baseball season. So that's nice. It would have been nice, obviously, to get a better football. You know what? Hockey. That's one thing we never got. Was a hockey title, and that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? Let's see. Is there another game I want to play before we end her down? I know there was another game that I have that I would like to showcase that I play a lot of. Okay, we got those two. Yeah, pretty much what's in my favorites list is what I play the most, essentially. In my recent, Heavy Smash is when we played the Friday Night Arcade show, and the pre-show was the Stadium Hero 96, and then I did my Mayhem Brawler streams, and then I played leisurely some Elevator Action and Moon Patrol, some Baker's Revenge, and some Double Dragon. Right. It's almost in the order of all that and how my streams went. Yeah, Ninja Baseball Batman. Galaxy TV Champions. Definitely it's a twin stick shooter. Definitely pick this one up. It'll be added to your twin stick shooter collection with Saturn on here. Yeah, Blood Brothers. And like I said, definitely. Yeah, guys. I appreciate you guys joining me tonight. But yeah, I think this is where we're going to call it. It is a weeknight, and it's getting closer to 10, after 10 Eastern time, and I should go catch up on my rest. Oh yeah, I pay attention to the chat. I just didn't poke my head up, Mystery Encoder. I just saw you up there. I do periodically. I don't monitor the chat like a hawk like that. Because yeah, I go about my business a different way. I take my moments because I want to stay on point with what I'm doing. But I do engage with the chat, absolutely. So I'm gonna go back up and see where I left off. because we were talking about Ninja Baseball Batman and all that. So where do we leave off? You're talking about if you're asking about Ragnar's size, if it's 2-player, I think it's 2-player, but I could be wrong. Do you want me to play Metal Slug, Mystery Encoder? Why do you want me to play Metal Slug? Do you want me just to show that message pops up to update it, quote unquote? Because actually, before I started the stream, I actually declined that update, and the game still loaded up, and it was fine. Yeah, guys, they're not gonna fix the no name issue anymore. It's done. The time to do that was long ago. Yeah, Mystery Encoder, I got no problem booting it up real quick if you want me to. Not a big deal. Like, I'm not the only one that's got this on their cabinet, so not a big deal to me. Yeah, I'll fire it up real quick. Not a problem, Mystery Encoder. Asked and request received, request granted. Yeah, that's how I want to say it, yes. And we're going to hit the B button to decline this update. And here we are. So until their servers go offline, that's how I'm going to have to enter the game. Or when I disconnect from the Wi-Fi, so that message stops popping up to update. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the chat because I see you guys discussing something about this game. What we got here? Talking about the hidden gems possibly damaging the board, guys. I've ran through some of these games. Tank Bash being one of them. Played it a bit. Everything's fine. With that. Even went on into the online for Tank Bash and got put into a game, but nobody was in the servers. Nobody joined my game because that's just how it is right now. Bash, the guys at Bash said they have the servers open, so if you get that game, we can get some online games going for now until Mystery Encoder figures that stuff out and gets online going. I'd be really interested in seeing this online come back up again, because that's one of the things that brought the community together was connecting and playing online when we could, obviously, and also the leaderboards. That was nice. So if you have a way of doing that, Mystery Encoder, thank you for your time for doing that. I want to see how good that is. Like I said, my only concern is I really don't. I want to just make sure this thing doesn't get messed up. I just have such you know, an attachment to this machine. Like, it's priceless to me. Like, I never want to lose this machine. It's one of a kind now. I'm never going to get it replaced. So definitely I handle with care. That's the message. Essentially. Alright, let's go back up there. I know there's a small amount of people that managed to get it before they broke it. I went actually back onto that site. It's still listed there, obviously with what you did there, Mystery Encoder. But obviously I already have it on my machine, so I didn't bother clicking on anything. That was that Circus Interstellar game. I heard there was some chatter about this game, and people were. I don't know. I was interested in maybe trying to get that, but I don't know. I read the post that I think the developer talked to iiRcade to try to get everybody that game for pushed to their machines, but I don't think they want to spend the time doing that. I think they came to an agreement that they would do 50 people that'll get that game, and then that's it. That's what I've heard, Mystery Encoder, that they replaced Metal Slug with Fancy World when you click on that button that you did there. Yeah, when you click it. Yeah, I'm trying to speak it a certain way. You know what I'm trying to do. It's a sensitive topic when you talk about all this stuff, right? But that's kind of cool that you figured out how to. Well, obviously that's probably a common thing that you know how to do. But I even actually looked at that script when I popped up. That's interesting. All that code that you put in there. Um, it looks very nice. I only done very minor code when I was a very small boy, and it's just a bunch of numbers in. But to be able to understand that as a language like that's a lot of skill. My brain can't comprehend that at this age. But yeah, let's play this game. I'm just gonna wet my whistle here and get a drink here and just get caught up with the chat. This is so cool that this game was on here. It's just too bad it never got released. Let's crank it up, guys. And, yeah. Alright, let me get my controls here. Okay, that. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright, jump button, there we go. Oh, I'm missing stuff. Look at that. Points! I gotta hammer the button. That's what I gotta do. Gotta hammer the button. Ow! Ow! Yeah, thank you, Mystery Encoder, for getting this on our system here. Like, this is a very fun game. Oh yeah, I remember that. The tank machines you can get. Oh, come on, get in there. There we go. Ow! Oh, we got him, got him. We got him, guys. Oh, and I died. Look away. I look away from the monitor for a second, and then boom, I die. All right, where's the? Oh, yeah, there's the platform. Okay, I got it. There it is. And it just got shot. Work smarter, not harder. There we go. Let's just blow it all up. So I got a quarter up again. I'm out alive. Let's quarter up. Let's go. I'm just casually playing. Yeah, I forget how much I enjoyed this game. It's been such a long time since I've played this. The graphics for its era were out of this world. Like the animation, like even this boss, like you didn't see this. The Neo Geo stood out for its time. Let's see, where's that grenade button I want to press? There's the grenade button. Oh, terrible grenade buttons. There we go. Oh no! Hey, we got him, guys. We got him. Right on. Oh, well done, guys. All right. Mission 1 complete. Let's go back to the chat here. Um, Mission 2. Let's just sit back here so the enemy. Oh, I'll let the timer count down. That's fine because, yeah, I just wanted to show off a little bit of the game. Like I said, I do have to get some sleep soon, but we'll finish off by just getting caught up in the chat and talk to you guys. And yeah, let's play a little bit of my music here. I missed some of my music. Let's give it a play. All right, we'll turn that down a little bit. Oh, perfect. Let's crank that up a little bit. All right. Okay, so yeah, Metal Slug. What we got? King of the Fighters, Fatal Fury, and Sam show there. Right. Oh, sorry, my eyes. This is why I have my phone with me because I'm trying to look at my monitor and that text. Yeah, that'd be awesome if we would have got all those games in the future for Neo Geo. That would have been nice. Definitely a game changer. Mikey J, I definitely agree with that. It's just unfortunate we never got to that point, right? Like I said before, the business model just wasn't designed properly. There's a reason why Sony and Xbox and Nintendo have survived all these years, because they have the user base, they have the name recognition. They're able to sell their consoles when they first release them, when we upgrade to the new systems, as a loss, and they make that money up through the subscription services, as well as the higher priced games. It's integrated into the price model to pay back the loss they take on the consoles, and then eventually they start turning a profit. In this case, iiRcade tried to do the same business model, but the problem is you didn't have the user base. And that's why it failed. The user base just wasn't big enough to do what they wanted to do, vis-a-vis being like a console type thing business model with downloadable games. It's unfortunate. You gotta have that. You gotta have that user base first, and it's hard because of all the competition out there. It's saturated. You have so much choice where you want to play your games. So it is sad, but I believed in this product when it first came out, and like I was enthralled when the gold edition, this Dead Cell came out. Like I'm like, wow, like we saw, like I thought the company was going in that direction. I'm like, this is the future of their cabinets, what they're gonna look like. I think it's unfortunate that COVID happened. I think it really messed a lot of things up. More so after the fact, once we got through it, and we're still all recovering. Pretty much as a whole world recovering from that, and it's going to take time, a lot of time. A lot of money was given out by the governments, and yeah, we're going to be paying for it for a long time, unfortunately. Yeah, it'd be awesome if we could have got like a collection of Metal Slug games on here. That would have been nice. But if one is the only one we're gonna have right now, I'm okay with that. Did my webcam freeze again? No, never mind. I'm looking at the YouTube that I paused up there. My chat's still going, which is good. I don't want to have too many video files running on my computer because all that stuff freezes. Oh yeah, I'm going back up. Yeah, this game, yeah, going back, Mystery Quarter, yeah, Metal Slug, this game could have saved it. Because yeah, everybody likes the Neo Geo games, right? Who was fortunate enough to actually have a Neo Geo at home? I never was. I remember always looking these things up in gamer magazines, that I would have as when I was into collecting those, the Game Pros and all that. Um, and you would see all these advertisements for Neo Geo and stuff like that, and it was just so out of reach. My consoles were just like what everybody else kind of generally had, the Nintendos and the Segas and the PlayStations. Um, and yeah, if they could have got a fighting game like, but I think that was Capcom that did, like Capcom versus SNK. That was a good franchise. But yeah, just the SNK fighting games, the King of Fighters would you know what that would have. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. That would have been another thing that would have could have put this arcade machine on the map. Um, but like I said, in another stream, like, I think modern indie titles were the way to go because you want to stand out of the crowd, in the arcade console market, because of the emulation that can be done in certain games and certain titles. I think that's what kind of hurt this business model because no one's going to buy the game that you can emulate somewhere else, um, with the price point of some of these games. And we already had a conversation on that, in my previous streams. Um, but yeah, yeah, the modern indie titles should have been where they would have gone because it would have been cheaper to get them on board with their games, and they could have got a lot of games if they would have reached out to some developers possibly. They're like, this is just hypothetical in my head. Um, and the games would have been of good quality if you had a good person that went out and actually really did their due diligence and played the game. And I'm not talking about me, but just somebody, to go out there, to go and test some of these games and say, hey, this is a good fit for the console. It's going to sell well. Like, that's the research you want to do in something like this. Is if you're going to bring a game, to your console, make sure it's good because it will sell well. And that's what you want with this business model to make your money. So unfortunately, yeah, and we all know the games list. I seen what the games list was before when I first got the cabinet, and I've said it just seemed like it was somebody's curated list of games. Like it was just a mismatch of stuff. My first impression when I got home and hooked everything up and went on to the store, it just seemed like it was all over the place. Like, where was the identity? I was trying to figure out what the identity of this cabinet was, at that time. I kind of know now, right? But I'm just speaking hindsight. Um, and then we're going down. Yeah, Mario, you're gonna have to talk to Mystery Encoder about that. About how to get the metal slug on your system. Um, we'll go down. Yeah, steps. Been the future. And Carl's got his mystery metal slug on his system now. Well done. Just make sure you just exercise caution every time you load this thing up, right up until you get the servers go down, not to accidentally update it. All right, here we go. It keeps telling me about this update, and I keep saying no. Yeah, just keep saying no. Else, yeah, it's a little inconvenient right now. But in lieu of that, I'd recommend just disconnecting it from your Wi-Fi, and then that message shouldn't pop up anymore. And if it does, then you just, like I said, you're just gonna have to exercise caution going forward, not to hit that the wrong button, and just cancel that out. Just say no. That's what you do. Slug 3 is your go-to, Mikey J. That's awesome. No, John G. Yeah. The metal slug button from Mystery Encoder's thing. Yeah, they went in, so it'll change it to Fancy Words. Fancy World is what it'll be. When you click on it, and if you don't have it on, you'll see it download as Fancy World instead of Metal Slug. Yeah, they went in and took care of that. I'm assuming prevent any further downloads of this game. Um, so I don't know. I think it was a time. Unfortunately, hindsight now, it looked like it was a time-sensitive grab, essentially. So, I just as soon as I found out about it, I tried to figure out how to do it, and then was pointed in the right direction, and was able to do it no problem. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, we're catching up in the chat here. Oh Jesus, I lost my place in the chat. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Neo Geo library is right up there with Capcom. Um, it's just unfortunate that everybody wants to eat. Everybody wants money. Be damned for video game preservation and whatnot, right? Um, well, it is what it is, right? That's unfortunate. Yeah, like if this has a Neo Geo emulator already, like the hardware that we have on this is pretty powerful. It'd be amazing to see what kind of games we get to play on this. I'm very, very interested in House of the Dead, all House of the Dead games if possible on this thing. And the and to be used with the Sindent light gun. That's my dream, to have a cabinet that's like that. I play my Sindens on the PC too, but it's not the same experience as a cabinet. I really enjoyed playing the Operation Wolf and Thunderbolt on this thing. It's really good. Get down the chat. Yeah, you're gonna buy Skies McNabb. Yeah, definitely. You enjoy shoot 'em ups. It's good. We reviewed it on the Friday Night Arcade show. It's up there. I think it's still in the game fight for the shoot 'em ups. I don't think it's game over yet. I think it's still in the wheel. So, but we'll see in the upcoming weeks what happens to Ragnarok Size. Let's see. Yeah, there's a little bit of a learning curve with Once Upon a Time Halloween. What it is there's no high score chase per se, not until you get to the end of the game. The points that you see, like 1200 or whatever at the bottom, you start with 0 out of whatever. You collect the candy for the root beer tapper, and you just make sure the enemies don't touch your cauldrons. So you just keep going and collect the candy, get to your point threshold, and then you'll advance to the next part of the game. And you just keep doing that. Do your boss fights, collect your candy, get to your point thresholds is what I like to call it, to advance to the next part of the game. And you just keep doing that all the way until you get to the end, and then pretty much you play a root beer tapper S type level at the end of the game. And then the game will stop once you reach the first point threshold, and it'll ask you, hey, do you want to quit the game and go to the end and see the credits, or do you want to continue to earn points? So essentially the game will ask you periodically to do that. It'll set a point threshold beyond that. And that's how you get the score chasing with that game. But it's a mixture of root beer tapper and like a platforming type game when it comes to the bosses. Yeah, some of the Coleco, yeah, there's very few Coleco games that I'll play. Like Frenzy, I'll have on there. And I would say Mecha 8 is a good one. At least you can beat that. Don't buy Mecha 9. Like I said, I can't even beat it. The game design, they made it kind of almost impossible to beat the last boss. And they don't make it clear on how you do. And that shouldn't be the case, especially on the easiest difficulty level. You should be able, at least be able to beat the boss on that. There we go, catching up. I'm definitely pick up Ninja Baseball Batman. And I think we all agree that it plays better on here than it does through MAME. So this will be your last opportunity to get that. So definitely go ahead and pick that up. Ooh, my cats are clawing carpet. Stop clawing my carpet, kitties. I've got them a scratching post, but they decided to claw the carpet. I gotta get one of those water spray guns. Every time they do that, I got them to get them to stop doing that. Anyway, yeah, Ninja Baseball Batman is really good. Yeah, we know Steps. They changed the file because yeah, they really didn't want that game out. All right, here we go. We're talking about AOU and coin ops. Yeah, Ninja Baseball Batman probably on the At Games Legend, I'm sure. Yeah, awesome sauce build. Yeah, you prefer Turf Masters over Major Title 2, Carl. Yeah, I know I've seen Turf Masters. It does look a little better than Major Title 2, to be honest. But at least, we've got this golf game. I recommend definitely every iiRcade owner pick up the golf game so you have a really good golf game on this machine. The only golf, really, besides casino golf, but it's the only golf game on this machine. So definitely pick it up. Oh, good, Peter. You fixed your no name issue. If you, well, you probably did it at the last moment. They're not going to be dealing with anything right now. Like it's pretty much done now. Like there's going to be no more customer service. Like all that's done. Like I think you guys got the hint. Michael Svavek's kind of gotten silent. Like I've seen people tag him and post and stuff. He's probably winding down and not going to be responding anymore. Especially after today, I would say. But who knows? I'm just guessing. Like, would you want to work on the last day? Like in this situation, I'd probably stay at home and stay at home in bed. You know what I mean? Rest up and then go out the next day and have at it. Yeah, I know. Too many purchases. That's what's hard because we're caught off guard. I thought, we all thought we could build our library slowly over time, right? Now we're kind of in a situation where it's like you had games on your wish list, but yeah, that bill is starting to skyrocket. All the games you want to put on your cabinet. But anyway, the only thing I can recommend is make sure you get the ones that you want, and then maybe a leap of faith and see what Mystery Encoder does. And hypothetically, maybe we get all the games that iiRcade put out somehow at one point. Who knows? I don't know. So it's just a possibility of what could happen. Who knows? Oh yeah. Because Kongs or B Kong didn't actually explain that in the first video. So, yeah, it's probably a good time now because to do it. We're getting ready for the final chapter in iiRcade's history here, as it shuts its doors, and tomorrow and. And who knows what's after that? Friday, we heard about the servers, but who knows beyond that. They might stay up beyond that Friday. Keep an eye on the online servers, because it's up to the trustee. So someone physically has to go. A human has to go and shut these servers down, right? And that costs money to go send somebody to do that, right? So they may not do that, depending on where this thing's located. I have no idea. But yeah, the leaderboards, we got to bring them back. I'm definitely on board with that. Leaderboards are good. It brings the community together. All good things. Alright, what we got here? Yeah, there's a little bit of a learning curve with Once Upon a Time of Halloween, but I had a lot of enjoyment out of it. For the price point and for the the gameplay you get out of it. I think the gameplay you get out of it is good with the price point. You definitely, the amount of time I put into the game, I definitely got my money's worth. And like I said, it's not a game you're going to play all year round. It's more of a seasonal fun game to play just for the season. You know, when October rolls around, you've got a Halloween type game to play, just to get you into the spirit of Halloween. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course. Definitely stick with Tapper, the OG, like that. That's what it does. Is it's pulling in for inspiration from and pulling on your nostalgia strings. In Once Upon a Time of Halloween with the root beer Tapper formula. And see, that's the smarter thing about Nintendo, because it's very cheap to make their Switches compared to these bulky Xbox and PlayStation machines. And that goes back to iiRcade. If they would have actually, pardon me, started their business model as make it like it was like an Evercade, not cartridge, but have that kind of business model, a handheld console, where the manufacturing of that would have been really cheap. You probably could have sold that at a profit, and then you would have had your games. Definitely a better curated games list would have set them up in the beginning to keep the cash flow coming in, because the game sales would have been consistent. And then from there, grow your business. And then maybe once you start getting to that level, you can expand into bigger and better things, right? But trying to, I appreciate Jong and for getting these gold edition cabinets made. They took time to listen to the community, and they made it happen. So that's what makes these cabinets even more special. Because really, they didn't have to go down this route to make these, but then they exist. They took a huge loss on these. They advertised for $9.99. They never sold them for $9.99. Never, not one single one. All of them were sold at the sale price of $7.99. Milwaukee, that's the speculation that these games will be made for free. Once the store gets shut down, the rumor mystery encoder will be making that available, but we'll see what happens. This is a wait and see type thing. So let's just wait and see what happens tomorrow. With what happens in the community in regards to that. you bought about 10 at the end and refunded about 10. Oh, that's cool, guys. Alright, I think we're all caught up in the chat now, guys. It seems like we're all winding down here. I definitely appreciate everyone that popped in and spent some time with me. And I definitely got to show you a couple games that I hold dear to my heart on here. And definitely, hopefully, you add them, pardon me, to your collection. And we're going to see you on the other side tomorrow. I'll definitely probably be popping in. I'll probably do another stream sometime tomorrow. During the day, I'm on vacation, so I'll figure something out tomorrow. And yeah, we're gonna get tomorrow's Wednesday, and so we'll get a little bit closer to Friday. And yeah, looking forward to the Friday Night Arcade show hosted by Brooklyn Menace. Co-hosted by yours truly, Nix, and Papa Brad's Gaming. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the other side, guys, and you know what, have a good day at work tomorrow, and yeah, get some good sleep. Later, guys.
Your place on fire. Let's get higher. I'm gonna set your place on fire. Let's get higher. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another garage sale. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another garage sale. I'ma make it burn. 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 Get a little bit of gasoline.